Subtraction, fact or fiction? You're probably thinking, what? I learned how to subtract in first grade. 7 minus 4 is 3. 5 take away 2 is 3. You probably learned all of this in first, maybe second grade. But now that we're in 7th grade, we're going to start connecting it to our newer content. So previously we learned about integers and how to add them on a number line. So today we're going to learn how to subtract. Before we do that, let's do some vocab review. This slide is in your notes, but there's no work here, it's just for your reference. The first vocab term we need to review is the word integer. An integer is 0, positive whole numbers, and their opposites, which are negative. Absolute value is how far from 0 an integer is on a number line. The absolute value symbol is these vertical bars here. And that symbol is read as the absolute value of. So this whole symbol right here is read as the absolute value of -3. That's something that needs to be solved or evaluated. So the absolute value of -3 is 3. The absolute value of +5 is 5. Now our last term here in the green, that's a new word. Additive inverse. And it's a really big word that means something really simple. Additive inverse, let's think about what that might mean. Additive, that probably means something about adding. Inverse means the opposite, so adding the opposite. The additive inverse is the number that you need to add to an integer to make 0. So -5's additive inverse is +5. +14's additive inverse is -14. It's the number that you add to an integer to make 0. You might notice that it is also that number's opposite. So basically, additive inverse and opposites are synonyms. In your notes, let's just do some quick review. Go ahead and fill out these 4 problems here where you are identifying the additive inverse of each integer. We're also going to review how to show addition on a number line. For this problem here, -4 plus 9, we always want to start at 0. That is always our starting point. From there, we're going to go to our first integer. You'll notice that your first integer is negative, so our arrow is going to go to the left or a negative direction 4 steps. We're going to start the next arrow where that arrow ended up, and now we're going to go in a positive direction 9 steps. So our next arrow will look like that. You'll notice that we're not going to +9. We're taking 9 steps in a positive direction. Where that arrow ends, that's your answer or your solution. So the solution to -4 plus 9 is +5. In your notes, you have 2 slides where you need to show addition on a number line, just to review. The first one is 2 plus -4, and the second one is -2 plus -1. Go ahead and do that on your notes. Now that we remember how to add on a number line, I want you to discuss with a neighbor, how could you show subtraction on a number line? Well, that's kind of a trick question. You may have noticed that no matter how you show subtraction, it always ends up looking like the addition that we've already done. So really, there is no way to subtract on a number line. You can only just show addition of a number's opposite. So our now 7th grade definition of subtraction is the addition of an integer's additive inverse, or the opposite. So subtraction doesn't really exist. Instead, we need to add the number's opposite. There's a really great video here linked in the page. She says this much better than I can. The trick that we use to add the opposite is keep, change, change. To add a number's opposite, we're going to keep the sign of the first number. We're going to change subtraction to addition. And then we're going to change the sign of the number after it. So 2 minus -3 becomes 2 plus +3. We kept the sign of the first number. We changed subtraction to addition. And then we changed the sign of the number after it. Keep, change, change. I'll show you another example of this. -6 minus, and that's +8. So we're going to keep the sign of the first number, change subtraction to addition, and then change the sign of the number after it. So that becomes -6, that's keep, plus, that's your first change, and now -8. One more example, 7 minus 1. Oh my goodness, I know that you know that this is 6, but the point is that I want you to be able to show how we took a subtraction expression and turned it into an addition expression. So we're going to use our keep, change, change method again. 7 minus 1 now becomes 7, we keep, subtraction turns into addition, and now we're going to change the sign of the number after it. So 7 plus -1 is our new statement. Now we have something that we can graph on our number line and put our arrows in to find our solution. On your notes, it's your turn now. We're not going to solve these just yet, but I want you to rewrite the subtraction expression as an addition expression using keep, change, change. There's another really cute video that is linked in the page, and it's of this girl singing the integer song. You won't always have time to graph your number line and put your arrows in, so there's a shortcut we can use to find the solution when you're adding integers. If they're the same signs, you can add them and keep the sign. If they're different signs, you need to find the difference of their absolute values and take the sign of the larger absolute value. In your notes now, we are going on to, we're going on to some applications of finding the difference of integers. Anytime we say difference, that means subtract. So I'm going to do this one with you. The Sahara Desert has temperatures as low as -5 and as high as +47. What is the difference? When we're finding the difference, you may want to add this in, that this is going to be high minus low. So your subtraction expression is going to be the high minus the low. Now, we've got two negatives here next to each other. So if that happens, you need to put parentheses around. So now it's 47 minus -5. In order to rewrite this as addition, we need to keep, change, change. So we're going to keep 47, change subtraction to addition, and change the sign of the number after it. So the difference of the highest and the lowest temperature is going to be 52 degrees. Similar concept here. Remember, we're finding the difference and it's going to be high minus low. The highest point of an iceberg is 52 yards above water. They estimate that the bottom of the iceberg is 107 yards below sea level. Below sea level. How do you represent below sea level? That should be a negative integer. How many yards does the iceberg extend from the highest point to the lowest point? So again, we're finding the difference here. Our subtraction expression is going to be high minus low. So the height minus the depth. And that, because it's below sea level, we need to make sure we have the negative in there. In order to rewrite this as addition, we need to keep, change, change. keep the sign of the first number, change subtraction to addition, and then change the sign of the number after it. So now it's positive. Now we can add those together to find the overall distance, which would be 159 yards. Try the last example on your own in your notes. The big concept we want you to take away here is that subtracting integers takes one extra step. It is really just addition with one extra step. In order to get from addition to subtraction, you need to keep, change, and then add like normal.